Hey guys, it's me, Andrea, and I'm actually my episode review for the Vampire Diaries episode Klaus. I don't know why I did this. Maybe because we didn't see Klaus till the end. I don't know. Well, we did see. We saw flashbacks. Okay. Basically, the episode starts off with Klaus returning and Elena being like, "Hey, homie, let's become friends again, and we could help kill your brother." Klaus and Elijah being brothers, I was just kind of like, what? They're brothers? Seriously? This is what TVD's come to. Everybody's related. I'm just saying, you got Catherine, Isabel, and Elena, doppelgangers, Stefan and Damon, and you guys know what I'm getting to, right? So, pretty much, the sacrifice isn't really what the sacrifice is, but it's pretty much save Klaus from he wants to become a werewolf instead of being a vampire. Hey, Klaus, pick sides. You can't just pick sides. You better pick vampires or werewolves. You might become. Look, that's how I'm seeing it. Tyler, werewolf. Stefan, vampire. I mean, you're gonna pick Tyler. That made no sense, but you guys know what I'm trying to mean. Werewolf, vampire. Okay, let's see. There was no vampire Barbie, and I was upset. And there was no Tyler because people lied to me and said that he was going to come back at the end of this episode. Well, guess what? He wasn't back, but he's coming back next week, and I was too excited, like a little girl in Disneyland. True story. Elijah. Wow. I'm a big Elijah fan, so I was pretty happy to see him back, and I hope he doesn't die. Oh, we didn't see the dirty house, so that's negative because we didn't see the dirty house. Since Bonnie and Jeremy didn't really come out at all. Well, they didn't come out in this episode. Surprising things. I'm quoting X Miss Know It All X on Twitter. That she sent me this tweet saying, "Jenna not driving a stake through Stefan's heart." That was kind of surprising. I agree. That was really surprising. I was just kind of like, because you see Klaus and Rick's body, and they're sitting down, and then Jenna's there, and then I feel so bad for Jenna the way she found out. It was just horrible and so sad. So you're sitting there with them, and then it's Stefan, which is really awkward. I felt like, why would you want to be there? Like, I don't know if Jenna. I think Jenna should have felt that was awkward. Like, oh hey, let me chill with you and your boyfriend. Stefan, what are you thinking? So then, she's there, and then, Klaus is pretty much like, do you believe in vampires, Jenna? And it's like, okay, you're making this really awkward. And then, he's like, what about you, Stefan? Do you believe in vampires? And it's like, of course not. And then, oh, bam, let me just turn into a vampire in front of you. It's like, oh, you're not a vampire. Of course not. Jenna's not going to think you're a vampire now. Leave! And then the fangs. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you're definitely a vampire. Let me get the hell out of this house. And let me run into your house because you're a vampire and you might hurt me. But I'm just going to go into your house because my Lena's there. And it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be the parent. Why are you? How is all this possible? And I'm just like, cool it, lady. Cool it. I love Jenna though, and I'm glad that she finally knows, so maybe she won't open any doors. I'm just saying. Hopefully she doesn't open any doors. Dude, Elena and Elijah were like badass in this episode. Oh, I loved the part that Damon goes and gives Catherine Vervain, and I was so like, oh, because he still cares about Catherine. And then Andy, oh my god, Andy, I love Andy. Like at the same time, everybody hates Andy, but like I find her so useless on the show. But like her part, she plays a funny character. Like she's just kind of like Damon's puppet. So I find it hilarious when Andy comes out because you're just kind of like, why are you even on here? Like, what about the whole witchy stuff? Like, did you guys see all that? Like, I don't even know. Dude, when they brought all of Klaus's stuff, I was just like, oh. See, you're not planning on just staying for one more night. You're planning on moving in to Rick's apartment. Awesome. Awesome. He might need a roommate. Rick might be looking for a roommate, pay rent. All about vampires. You guys are going to get along great. Oh. You see Rick. And then Lark's like standing up. He's like, Elena. And then falls. Klaus is like, much better. And I'm just like, that's why I'm not going to be sleeping for the next couple months. I was like, the beginning of my nightmares is here. Thanks, Joseph Morgan. Awesome. I'm going to be terrified of you. It's awesome. I've been tweeting you too because I've been saying I am deathly afraid of Joseph Morgan, and the reason I don't sleep at night is because of Joseph Morgan. I am just saying. What about Damon and Stefan crossing each other? I was just in there like, okay, Damon, we get it. You're in love with Elena, but you can't have her. But what was it? Was it the line that Steph? Oh yeah, that's awesome. You love your brother's girlfriend. Awesome. And I was just like, oh, because he feels so bad for Damon. It's like, oh, Damon, you can't have her. But I like, okay, I'm really indecisive being Delena or Selena, so I want you guys to give me a reason why I should be on either team. Because right now, the only shipper I'm seeing that I'm on is Forward Siler. Yeah, Siler. Forward doesn't sound so good, but Siler. Definitely big on team Tyler and Caroline. And A was on that promo. Oh my god, Tyler's back, Tyler's back. I'm really excited. Sorry, I've been Team Tyler since forever. Finding out that like Elijah loves Catherine. Well, like you guys saw like the flashback, and then he's like he really loved Catherine. And then I don't know, Lenny. You better watch out. You ain't just gonna have the Salvatore brothers after you. You're gonna have Elijah Smith after you too. I'm too excited to think about the fact that Tyler's coming back that I can't even remember what happened in this episode. I'm just like, I want it to be Thursday. Tyler's coming back. I felt so bad for Damon that he couldn't really help out Elena because Stefan wasn't gonna let him help out. So you see Elena leaving the house, and then he's like, "Where do you think you're going?" Because he's walking down the hall with all. He's like, He's walking down the hall with Andy, and he's like, "Where do you think you're going?" And she's like, "I need to go talk to Elijah." And it's like, "No, you're not leaving this house." And then Sam's like, "Hey," he's like, "You crossed me twice. You don't cross me again." And I really enjoyed how Elijah got Mrs. Lockwood off of her vein. That was really interesting. But wouldn't you think that she's talked to Liz already? So wouldn't she already know about the vampires and all that? I don't know. I'm really confused about that. So I don't know. You guys need to let me know because I'm confused about that. Jenna's like, Jeremy knows. John? Why did I know? Okay, she's like, I wanted to be in the vampire club. Why didn't I know about this stuff? Why wasn't I allowed to be in the vampire club? This is just like, grade school. I never got to be in the cool clubs that people made. You guys remember, like, when you guys were little, people would make clubs? Like, not like clubs, but like, smart, like, Mighty Kids Club, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Mighty Kids Club, people made up names, and it was like this club with your kids, but this is like the we all know about Vampire Group Club, Jenna's not in it. I'm making no sense. Oh my Lockwood, yes, it's coming. Oh my Lockwood. Klaus and Elijah are just like Damon and Stefan, if you honestly think about it. Klaus would be Damon and Elijah would be Stefan. Just saying. It works that way because the badass brothers and the really nice brothers. Just saying. And then what about Andy at the end? She didn't even leave and she was rocking some Victoria's Secret outfit. And I was just like, you're not Catherine. I was laughing. Andy's like, oh, she does look like Elena. Okay, the promo for next week. Matt, what do you think? You're not all that in a bag of chips just because you got some gun thing after you. And then you're gonna have freaking Jenna have one of those carrying around too. Hey, people that just found out about vampires, take one of these. Take one. Tyler's back. So I'm really excited because I've missed Tyler a lot. Like, a lot, a lot. And I think it's about time that Tyler comes back because I'm ready. Alright, well, this has been my episode review, and I'm sorry that I probably left about everything out. Yeah, pretty much everything, because at the end of the episode, I was so into it, and then I was like, bam, Klaus is back, awesome. And I forgot about everything that happened in the beginning. And then it's like, bam, Tyler's coming back. I almost even forgot about Klaus. And I was like, you guys need to comment below. Follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. I forgot. Okay. You guys need to subscribe. And comment, rate, all that fun stuff. Because I love you. Alright, TVDers. Peace out.